and you then just walk away from the argument saying Michael Moore is a liar. And then another thing. I'm so sick of it, for Christ's sake.
Well, Howard, can I ask one other thing? What about Congressman Jim McDermott? You show him a lot in the movie. Did you know Jim McDermott got money from a charity that's funded by Saddam's frontman in this country? He got money from a guy named 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗏𝗏, who did $70 million worth of business with Saddam. You didn't bring that out.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of smear thing that they do. Like Rush Limbaugh the other day, similar thing, starts reading this thing saying that Hezbollah in Lebanon is supporting my film.
They are.
And yes, and Martians are delivering the prince to the theaters.
Right.
You know, I mean, they just keep upping the ante. Hezbollah, you know.
And what kills me is when you actually debate these guys, when they actually put you on and debate them, they have nothing. It's a bunch of hot air.
Right,
or like you just said, they quit, like she's doing, they jump to something else. Well, as soon as you present them with the facts.
By the way, and I'll tell you something, Debbie, and I'll tell you something, Debbie.
Jim McDermott, and he didn't answer that.
Debbie,
what about Jim McDermott's money from Saddam?
Well,
what about it?
You just say that on the air. I know nothing of what you're saying, but to me it just seems like a smear that you can just phone up and say this about a congressman. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Wait a second. People don't know this. So Yasser Arafat did the camera work on this movie. So what is your point?
Yeah.
He's a great cinematographer.
Well, listen, you present this guy as a critic on the war on Iraq. He went on a trip to Iraq, you'll remember that, with two other congressmen, David Bonnier and some other guy, and it was funded by a charity called Life Relief and Development, which is based in Southfield, Michigan. That charity is funded by a guy named 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗏𝗏. He arranged the trip. Jim McDermott admits this. And Mr. al-Khafaji did $70 million worth of business with Saddam.
Put that in your movie, honey.
Well, it's on my website, WFrussell.com, later this afternoon, and I invite everybody to read the real facts about your movie.
Not only did Yasser do my camera work, 𝗦𝗵ici𝗲𝗏 did the sound.
Yeah, he did. Okay, yes. Thank you.
Holding the mic the whole time.
I thought the sound was a little off. Did he get it wrong? How long Bush sat there while the trade centers were being, or our country was being attacked? And he sat there like an idiot, not knowing what to do because everybody else wasn't around him to tell him what to do.
Well, and you know, that's the best piece of film.
Scary.
And the best piece of film.
If we're really going after terrorism, why didn't we attack Saudi Arabia?
And what
they seem to have a lot of Al-Qaeda there.
And what about the congressmen who won't send their own kids? They think that's an absurd notion to send their own kids to war.
Did you see the look on that guy's face? Are you crazy?
I guess that's propaganda. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the charges as they're being presented. Chris, go ahead. You're on the air.
Good, great film there, Michael. I had curious when you were filming it. How many cheeseburgers did you eat, Patty?
Oh, boy. I'm sure you're very beautiful.
Well, what about that? That's an unfair question. How many cheeseburgers did you eat?
I can answer that question, too.
Give us a number.
I have pledged to not stop eating cheeseburgers until Bush is removed from the White House. So they'll be bringing a cheeseburger in shortly.
Until he's out of here.
If I have to do that for the country, I'll do it,
You're like a suicide bomber.
That's correct.
Implode.
I will. Yes, the only way to get me to stop eating those cheeseburgers is for the American people to remove Bush.
All right, let me ask you something. And in the movie, you answer all the questions, why we invaded Iraq. You did a thorough, perfect job, as far as I'm concerned. And all I'm going to say is, or all I'm going to ask you is to keep fighting, keep getting the word out there. I will pledge to do anything that I can to help you with this film and turn my audience onto it, because we know that we have young men listening to this show who are of draft age, and I realize now that women will be draft eligible, I have children who are draft age, and there is nothing more important to me than this film, getting the word out there, and seeing the defeat of George W. Bush.
Right. And we honor those troops who serve this country. I mean, as I said,
and I know you do.
That I consider it a gift that they're willing to go and give their lives, if necessary, to defend this country, and we should never, ever send them off to war unless it's absolutely necessary And that's not what we've done this time.
You know how many letters I receive from guys who listen to my show who are over in Iraq right now, and they write, P.S., please do anything you can to get us a new commander-in-chief.
Oh, I get those letters too.
You do too. Okay,
yes,
so there it is. All right. Michael Moore, thanks for coming in, man. I just wanted to thank you.
There's another thing that bothered me, too. I was like, those are the people and the pictures we never see. We've never seen this war. We never see the people coming back from this war. And I don't see the president visiting those people.
Yeah. When we were going through all this footage, I'm thinking, why haven't I seen this on TV?
Yeah, right. You know, why are they hiding it?
And people are they're coming out of my movie and they're going, how come I didn't see that before? I'm seeing it for the first time in this movie.
And then I like when the news organizations go, well, why are you sitting with this footage? Why don't you give it to us? And you're like, because you guys don't show it.
You guys were there.
Yeah, they are there, and they see it, and I'm telling you, they drank the Kool-Aid.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
You got it. Michael Moore's film, Fahrenheit 9/11. I just urge you to go see it today and go to fnltix.com. Find out where it is. Some movie theaters haven't shown it. Some
areas don't have it. Drive a little way if you have to.
You know what? I got a feeling after the record that it's set, though, these first 2 days.
They might.
Theater owners
I think in another week or so, it'll be in every little town in America.
These kooks who went to see Passion of the Christ, let's make this film another Passion of the Christ. I'm serious. I think it's way more important than hearing some bubba minds about Jesus.
There's only one thing wrong with this movie. Spider-Man's not in it.
What about putting him in it?
Yeah, if there's a sequel, I don't think that's such a bad idea.
Why can't Spider-Man fight Bush?
Just have him swing through on a web.
Right.
Go to Saudi Arabia. What is it?
Hey, I don't mean to correct you, but I think you've been reading the plug wrong. If you look at it a little bit more closely, it's F911.
Yeah, what have you been saying?
Oh, what did I say?
FLL.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's weird. It's f911tix.com. Forgive me.
There you go.
All right. Or you can link up through howardstern.com.
Howard, the only other movie you promoted this much, I think, was Super Troopers last year. And that made a...
That was a winner.
That was a funny film.
It was actually very funny.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Michael Moore.
Thank you. And
congratulations on a great film.
Yes.
Lifesaver. Who would you call if you were standing on the George Washington Bridge contemplating jumping? Mom, your spouse, that hot number who wouldn't go out with you in high school. 29-year-old Emilio Bonilla used his bulky cellular phone to call Howard Stern.
My battery's running low.
Oh.
So am I, so...
No. Just relax.
You have kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
I might join you, so let me think about it for a second. I'm sick of living, too. Stern put the call on the air and calmed Bonilla for several minutes until another listener and then police collared him unhurt. Bonilla was charged with reckless endangerment and cocaine possession. Police say it was no hoax, but sounded miffed at the attention Stern's getting for doing the sort of thing they do all the time.
The Howard Stern Show. 95X.
Listening to a man who sees a psychiatrist 4 times a week.
Yeah. Don't forget it. Tonight on more of Chauncey's audition to get John's job. Tonight, Chauncey presents us with Harlem Ho Contest. 4 working girls competing for the title of Miss Harlem. And don't miss the end of the show when Chauncey breaks down and starts crying. It's really funny. See it tonight on E!
I didn't see or hear that. I got to see that.
Hey, speaking of these auditions, this is the last day, and next week the voting begins where the American public, where the world decides who will get John's job. My man Richard Christie is here. He's put in an excellent week. And I know I'm not supposed to compliment him, according to Chauncey, but
Yeah, don't speak too highly.
I think he's done a great job. This is your final day.
Chauncey's head is spinning right now after you said that.
Well, he's just realizing how unfair life is.
You've done a great job. You did a bunch of song parodies that were good. You did a bunch of bits that were good.
Thank you.
I thought the Whack Pack guy wasn't so great, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You never know if it's going to work on the radio. I mean, to me, he's interesting, but I've known him for a long time.
Well, I think you've done something great here. You've done a celebrity interview.
Yeah.
And who did Richard come up with? Richard came up with...
Yeah, I'm very interested.
Do you remember when Casey took his very gay photographs?
Yes.
And there was a gay German photographer?
Yes.
Well, now...
Casey puts the gay photograph. German homo.
That German homo's right here.
Great song.
Here we go. And you have it on tape. Hold on. Here we go on the tape.
Hello, my name is Hans. I'm the gay German photographer who photographed Casey Armstrong.
Now, Hans, what was the first thing you noticed about Casey?
I was very impressed by his schwanz. I couldn't wait to photograph it.
Okay, Hans, did any sparks fly between you and K.C.?
Well, at first he said he had a boyfriend. But after drinking some champagne, he loosened up, and we ended up having a friendly sword fight.
And what were your photographs of K.C. used for?
They were published in a gay German magazine called Der Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay, Hans, which photos turned out to be your favorite?
I love the photos of my assistant, Dieter, bathing with KC in a tub of warm sauerkraut.
And that's it. There it is. The exclusive.
Hard hitting.
All right, I know what you're saying. Okay, that was funny, but what about a real interview?
But it's not real.
That wasn't real?
Casey, you were in a tub of sauerkraut?
Dieter?
Warm sauerkraut?
All right. True. Richard said, look, he knows that Chauncey will accuse him of not doing a real interview.
Yes.
Making a bit, which I thought was funny. But the real interview he has is, what's this guy's name?
Well, Casey has kind of a pet name for him called Rick the Trick.
That's not a pet name. He said that's his name. He said.
Well, I asked him that, and he said his nickname was Ricko.
No, he said his name when he introduced. He goes, "My name is Rick. Everybody here calls me Rick the Trick."
When Casey did his gay photographs,
yes,
I guess there was a stylist there.
He was a stylist and he said wardrobe.
Wait, Casey stylist, you were naked.
Casey was naked. What did he need a stylist? Was it naked?
He needed a spritz on his chest.
So anyway, Richard interviewed this guy Rick, and this is 100% for real. And I guess you put music behind it.
Yeah, some gay dance music.
All right. Gay porn music.
Yeah.
So this is not a fake. This is
going to need another vacation.
Hello. Hey, Rick, it's Rich from Christie.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Rascally.
Okay. Was Casey nervous or was he confident on the set of his photo shoot?
Well, if you work out and spend the time and energy to put a body together like he has, you're pretty confident. So, no, I don't think he thought about it one way or another. It was very professional. He was doing a job.
Okay. Now, what was the extent of Casey's makeup on his photo shoot? Was it hair and his face, or did it also include his chest and his abs since he was half naked?
He really didn't need it because his body definition is already there. I just added some shadow to enhance for lighting purposes. And I did like a glisten spray to make him look shiny.
You had a glisten spray? Wow.
Now, how does he have the shadow? How does he have the shadow?
What they do.
First, I'll need you to be nude.
They put underneath your boobs.
But did they do it with their hands?
Yeah.
So some dude rubbed his hands all over your chest?
Yeah, and like in between your abs, they do like...
Wait a second. You're supposed to do that with a brush. That's how you apply makeup, not with your hands.
Is that true?
You got fondled.
Was it ticklish?
Did I get touched?
You got fondled.
No, I didn't. No, he was just like, he just took his finger and just like this.
Like this?
Get off me. Come on, quit getting off.
You let the guy touch you with his hands?
What? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No, dude, it was just his finger. It was his finger. It wasn't like he was caressing me or nothing.
That's so not right. You're supposed to use a brush.
No, you're not, because you have to go in between like your abs, in between the
You use like a brush. Go there?
No, it takes like a pencil and he rubs it with his finger.
You all right with all this, Artie?
No, I think it's faggy.
Let's go back to the tape.
All right.
Did Casey do any pumping up or fluffing before the photo shoot?
Pumping up, everybody does it. Yeah, a couple push-ups and some sit-ups because we're shooting his body.
So he did that?
So the guy rubbed the lotion on your body, and then you did push-ups for him?
No, they didn't do push-ups. They had a set of weights there that, you know.
Well, when he put on the...
I happen to have a set of weights there.
When he put on the glistening spray, did he have to, like, touch that, too?
No, they have that like a spray bottle, and they spray it on you.
But did he dabble it off when it run if he sprayed too much on it?
No, that was... No.
But what if it started dripping? You don't want drips all over.
Or it got too much in one spot?
I'm not a photographer. I don't know how does it work.
I got a feeling this guy wasn't.
Let's get back to the tape.
In front of everybody else, or did he
No, he was just off on the side with some wardrobe.
Now, was Casey neatly groomed when when he arrived on the set, or was his hair trimmed or chest shaved on the set?
He was groomed, but I think his hair was too short. I mean, I know his hair was too short. I would have liked it longer.
You'd be much prettier with longer hair.
You know what's a signal that something bad's going on? When the guy taking your pictures goes, look, I'm no photographer, but what I would do is put more glisten spray on.
For fashion purposes, but I think I felt it forward opposed to backwards, which was something different for him.
Was Casey told to unbutton his pants, or was that his idea?
No, I told him to do that.
You told him to do that?
Yeah.
Unbutton your pants. I would have run so fast out of that room.
That's hot. Paycheck, baby.
Unbutton your... Where are you going? Artie, where are you going?
Was he comfortable with that?
Yes, he was. He trusted me. You know, it's like, I mean, give me a break. It's like, so you want to look as good as you possibly can, and you want to, be conservative and push the limits. I understand he's a conservative guy, and, this was probably pushing the limits for him towards the norm.
Were there any girls on set, and if so, did Casey ignore them?
No girls.
Oh, no, this was
So
just...
he didn't have to ignore them.
There were no ladies.
It was all about men.
Now, did the guy unbutton your pants, or did you...
No, I think I did that.
You think you did that?
You think you're not sure.
You're not sure.
No, I think
After the champagne,
he's like
he
a rape
doesn't
victim.
remember.
I'm not sure what happened.
Who remembers anything on GJJ?
Did you have a couple of belts before the...
Did I what?
Did you take a couple of belts, a shot or two before?
Some champagne?
No, I went in the morning, and it's not gay. My girlfriend was with me, and...
You didn't need to...
He told me your girlfriend dropped you off. I don't think she was there.
Casey,
she dropped you off.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the room.
That's right, she wasn't.
Casey,
Who wants girls there?
She went in the building, but...
What was interesting is I knew he didn't want to represent this to the gay market yet. He's selling it to the gay market, which I thought was interesting. But, it's called dollar signs.
Okay, you have a good day.
Bye.
Nice interview.
That was a great interview.
I went to the gay market the other day to buy some cucumbers. Casey, do you like your chloroform with a splash of water?
Yes, Magic Bill, you're on the air. Go ahead, Magic Bill.
This guy's pretty good, Howard, and Chauncey stinks, man. I can't stand him. Don't put him on the air no more.
All right. Mark, go ahead. You're on the air. Yes, Mark.
Hey, Howard. How you doing, man? I want to really thank you for spreading the word about the whole Bush thing and the draft. 4 years ago, I knew that we were going to wind up going to war, and I have one of my kids already overseas, and he called me last night. I've got 2 more getting ready to go. And if he gets in and they get drafted, man, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, you need a better commander-in-chief. That's what you need. Joanne, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yes, hello?
Hey.
Hi, I just want to say, Rich, you're just real boring, and you should find a radio station down south, one of those little small hit kinds, because you'll fit right in here. But for New York, Los Angeles, you're no good. You stink. You're just boring. You have no variety.
Sorry, you city slicker.
Everybody.
Oh, I thought the interviews were good now.
With that bad Boston accent.
If you have to hear these interviews every day for 30 days, it's getting old. It's just, you have no variety.
She sounds like a sleeper mom.
Stern fans, one thing about Stern fans, we like variety. We like to hear something new every day. You got the same old stuff, and after a couple days, it gets old. I'm sorry.
Wait a second. How is that the same? He was creative. He didn't just get some celebrity. He got the guy who was involved with this photo shoot that we've been goofing on for a year now. I mean, that was great.
I know, but it's the same pattern. It's like nothing new and exciting. It's just a little
Well,
more.
what would you suggest? What would you suggest?
What would you do, honey?
Do something like bring different kinds of people on the show.
That's a good idea.
You just...
What kinds
I
of
thought
people?
like the guy that brought Uncle Paul.
I don't know if you want to get involved.
Every day he did something new and different. I thought that guy was good.
I don't know if you want to get involved with the minutia that is all of this, but Will had said to me that he had been warned that some of the other contestants were actually having people call in to say they wanted to compliment Richard Christie. Then when they get on, they're trashing him. So there's a whole thing going on.
Wow. Michael Moore's going to do a film on it.
Because didn't you tell Will that you
want... That's not true. I'm sorry. I'm a Stern fan. I think I speak for all Stern fans.
Right. Didn't you tell Will that you were upset that Casey...
Just take the criticism and
weren't you
move on.
upset that Casey might be gay? Wasn't that the reason you called?
No, that wasn't me.
Yes, that was you.
You big liar. Get out of here.
All right. Well, evidently you better line up a bunch of friends to...
Wow, look at you, Rich.
But I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't like you.
Conspiracies.
It's going to be a tough vote.
Rich, you have to be versatile. Like me, I could say fag in 2 different accents.
Well, let me tell you, I think you had a good week.
Thank you. I had a great time.
I liked the game. I liked the game where you played... You know, what would Tom approve?
I got a few more of those. I don't know if you have time. But
real quick, go ahead, give me some.
Okay, can a gay priest come on the show and tell his pedophilia story?
Yes.
No way. No
I
way.
say Tom says yes.
I get yelled at every day for that. No way.
No.
I'm going to, well, Casey would know better.
All right, pedophilia, Tom's real upset about it.
I mean, I would say yes because it's news. If it's a bit, I'd say no, but...
He's telling stories?
Yeah, but the priest, it's a priest.
It's a real thing.
That would be
He
great.
is never letting that.
I say Tom would have approved that. What did he say?
I'd say yes.
He said yes if it's a serious conversation.
Right,
You guys
There we go.
understand, Tom.
No,
You know, Tom, I have to deal with Tom every day.
Yeah, if it's a real interview, I bet he'd go, yeah.
Go ahead, give me another one.
Okay, could a guy come on the air and put his private parts in a mousetrap?
Oh, no.
I'm going to say he would say...
No.
Because he could get hurt.
That's a big no.
All right, I'll say no.
Yeah, that's a no, yeah.
That is a no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Was it a black guy or a white guy?
Well, it's got to be a black guy.
You know,
I
white guy
forgot to
can
mention
handle
that to Tom.
All right.
Could a lady come in and give birth live on the air and name the baby Howard?
I'm going to say he'll say yes.
No.
Yes, but there needs to be doctors.
As long as it's a real birth?
No.
Yeah, I'd say you'd allow that. Crazy.
That's a suable thing.
If nobody does anything, say to the baby.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Legal thing. But what if the woman says okay and she has a doctor?
No way.
What if there's doctors
no
here?
way you can indemnify yourself against that.
Even if you
really?
sign like a stack of...
All right, Robin's convinced me no.
No.
Wow.
That's right.
See, I didn't think of that.
Robin used to be a nurse.
Stuff.
I could see it was illegal.
I was a nurse. I studied the bar, too.
I was right, so stop ridiculing me.
I was in the military. I was a military nurse. Not just a nurse.
I was right. I don't get ridiculed when I'm right.
What if I broadcast from a hospital?
Well, then that's
Well, that would probably be okay.
Give me
yeah.
another one.
Okay, here's the last one.
Yeah.
Now, this kind of ties into what you used to be able to do and what maybe you might, or the FCC would have a problem with now. Can uncles come on the show and make out with their nieces for cash?
Can uncles come on the show and make out with their nieces for cash? Yeah, that's a yes.
If it's sponsored by somebody.
Right. Yeah, I say yes.
That's a yes.
No, that's a no.
Why?
He said, well, have you played, what was the game with It's Just Wrong. He said, have you heard them play It's Just Wrong lately? He said they can't do that anymore.
Oh,
well, I'm doing
the new climate.
You do that now.
I'm doing It's Just Wrong.
But Howard, that's just making out. Nobody's getting naked.
Right. Well, we could argue that one.
Yeah, I mean, how could the FCC have a fine us for that?
Bro, I think that's a good bit.
Thank you.
Job well done.
Who's offended by incest? Come on.
And I'm sorry if I think you had a good week, but I did.
Well, I had a blast here. Thank you, Howard. And thanks to everybody. Thanks to Rob, the intern, for helping me with my bits and putting them on cart and everything. I really
there you
appreciate
go.
that.
And you're a good guy, and thank you. And that was a great, by the way, to all the contestants, great job.
Yeah,
and your songs
we've
are
had
classics.
a wonderful 10 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, Vinny, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to tell Richard he had a really good week. You know, Rich, congratulations.
Thanks,
and
man.
I was on the website, Howard, and I mean, you probably know this already. There's this cool chart that tracks what everyone's done.
I put up a chart that tracks everybody's job that they did for the week, so you can kind of track what's going on.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, by sheer volume, I mean, Chauncey and Sal seem to have done the most, you know, if you could read through it. But, Rich, good week.
Thanks, Vinny.
Hey, Howard, I was just going to throw in one thing. You could grab on it if you want. So when Richard did the quiz, he found one interesting fact. One of the staff members has admitted to having sex with a senior citizen, with a person over the age of 65.
You're kidding me.
Robin and her father.
Yeah.
Get out of here. My father wasn't over 65, you nutcase.
He wasn't?
I was 30.
I thought he had a child later in life.
He was a strapping 42 years old.
Is this person going to...
Yeah, Robin wouldn't be molested by a 62-year-old. All right, you're saying somebody here has had sex with a senior citizen, and I already figured it out, and I know it's probably a lie. It's Benji, because he's looking for attention. Am I right?
There you go.
Yeah, I won't even bother. It's a lie.
You know, it's really, why do you think everything I say is a lie?
Because I just know.
90% of it is.
It's not. It's not a lie. It wasn't. I
don't even care. I don't even want to know about your sex.
It's disgusting to think about you having sex with
think
anybody.
about that.
62-year-old. All right, thank you, Benji.
I broke her hip.
Should be real proud of yourself.
I didn't have intercourse. It was everything but.
Oral. That's hot.
Did she have teeth?
I actually don't remember.
Your grandma don't
What,
count.
were you giving or receiving?
What's that?
Were you giving or receiving?
Both.
Oh, my.
Benji, you're vile.
Well, I'm sorry you're ageist.
What?
Ageist.
Sorry, you're ageist.
No, that's not true. As long as it was a white senior citizen, we're fine.
She was on life support.
All right, thank you, Richard. Great week,
Thank
and
you,
we're going to find out. And hey, good luck to you in the vote.
Cool, thanks.
Let's play one of your songs.
Here's the posing
What case?
I got one problem with this. Like, I'm sitting next to Ralph, and he's making, like, all these gay jokes and stuff like that. That's ridiculous. It's like Casey Stengel telling Artie, hey, man, maybe you drink too much.
Well, what gay jokes is it, man? I said the guy molested you, that's all. He was putting his hands on you.
Making all these gay, but you have more gay things than I do.
All right, take it outside, boys. Mike Walker's here.
Go play back tag.
Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. You'd kiss a guy too if you loved Mangu.
Everybody,
tell me where my Casey has gone. I heard he's in the bedroom. He's making out with a gay guy. He'll be giving oral real soon. It's Casey's sausage party. He'll kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to. Kiss a guy if he wants to.
Yeah.
You'd kiss a guy too if you loved Mangu.
All right. All right, everyone's yelling at me that I have to take a break. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Howard.
Do you mind holding on through the break, or you got to go somewhere?
No, I'll hold on.
You will.
You have to go to a sausage party?
You have a sausage party. Mike, give me a few minutes, and we'll be right back with you.
All right.
All right, we'll be back.
He started to moan. He said, give me a rusty trombone. 2 cases of Beach Boys and greases. Cover him in bandages from head to toe and let it drip away.
All right, we'll be right back.
95X.
Oh, what the...
Just me or what, but this is satellite radio has suddenly become one of the most important topics in broadcasting.
Absolutely. You were a good move for them to make.
Yeah, evidently.
Who was talking about it before? Nobody.
No one. But it's really one of the most exciting things I've done in my career, and I never could have imagined.
You know what I'm thinking about? There are some people who used to be on regular radio who got kicked off.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've always tried to be you and insinuate that they are. And they made a move, but nobody cared.
No one cared. But the thing is that it is really remarkable the amount of attention this has gotten, and rightly so. I do think it's going to be big. Chauncey, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Howard, 2 news items. You know, you're talking about you being in the news while you were on vacation. The 2 big ones that I saw were, one, Robin leaving the show for TV.
Right.
And the other one being the fact that Infinity has upped the ante, so to speak, with censorship. And if any, from what I read, tell me if I'm wrong, if any jock on any of the Infinity shows crosses the line, if it's one FCC complaint, they're going to suspend that jock.
Well, where do I begin? Let's.
Yeah, did that come out while we were away?
Yeah. Well, Viacom paid off the FCC $3.5 million while we were away.
I did not know that.
The headline used the term sudden death.
Yeah, well,
Daily News.
Let me tell you everything I feel and everything I know, because I don't know much, but I feel a lot. First of all, with the Robin thing, I was sitting at home, and the newspaper, was that Robin was leaving the show because she got her own show through Sony Pictures, and a talk show of some sort. So I read that, and I went, that's kind of a kooky article, because I was thinking, well, I mean, not that I know, I haven't spoken to you about this, but my theory was that, well, what is going on with this?
Well, let me hear your theory first. You know what? I said, I didn't know anything was going to come out in the papers.
Right.
And I was away. And the first I heard about it, I was getting off the plane on Friday, and the guy sitting behind me asked me for an autograph just as I was getting off, and he says, and I just heard you're leaving the show, that you signed a new deal that'll take you off the show. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Then I heard it was the Post, and I said, oh, then they got it wrong.
Yeah, they get everything wrong because there was something else they got wrong, too. They were writing about this whole satellite thing, and they were writing about the FCC thing, and they were writing that if I make one comment that gets me, in trouble with the FCC, if Michael Powell even complains about me, that they're going to fire me. So that caused a whole bunch of phone calls to Tom and a whole bunch of things. So anyway, your story came out, and my theory on it was that you had signed a development deal. This is the way I look at it. Which a lot of people sign. Like, Artie signed about 5 of them.
That's all Artie does.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get a condo.
Yeah, you signed a development deal to develop your own talk show, which I think would be great. I would watch it, provided you had some chicks on there that get naked or are good-looking.
Oh, sure, that's daytime TV all over.
Whatever. Haven't you learned anything working here? So, I saw that and I was like, oh, wow, cool, like a development deal to make your own show. And even if you had your own show, you could certainly work here. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, but then if it took off, like, in the future, then you have your own thing going or whatever. So, I was like, this is so silly. Like, they're saying you're leaving the show. If you were leaving the show, I would know that.
I think that the Post was just looking for a sensational headline.
Yeah. And then all the news stations picked it up and said, well, Robin Quivers is leaving the show. And I go, that's just not true.
You're kidding.
Because everywhere I went, like, people went, oh, hey, I hear Robin's leaving the show. That's terrible. And, I got a lot of email. And I said, she's not leaving the show. I mean, maybe sometime in the future if her show is as big as, like, Ellen DeGeneres or Oprah or somebody.
But I would also have had to not enjoy being here.
Yeah. It was really weird. So I said, well, why?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Tom. Can I ask a question to Robin about that?
Sure.
Robin, if you had the choice of your own show or being Howard's newswoman or co-host, however you want to describe yourself, which would you rather have?
I've made the same choice for 23 years.
No, but no, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I could have always done this, Chauncey. You don't know anything about my life or what's offered to me.
Besides, why would she have to do one and not the other?
Right.
Why would it have to be a choice? But, I mean, it was so weird. It was just like a weird article. I went like, wow, everybody just tries to screw us up.
Well, that's what I said. I looked at it and I said, whoa, there's, the Post doing a great job of trying to put wedges between people.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I knew it was like I was happy for you. It was a good announcement, Robin getting a deal with Sony. I mean, God knows what they pay you just to be in development. I mean, it's got to be good. And then she gets to develop her own show, and why shouldn't she have her own show? In fact, I was going to talk to you about over at Sirius getting you your own show, too. You know what I mean?
Believe me, these are all, thoughts. And the thing is that...
Even if you did like an hour a month, like your own thing.
Right. Well, what it meant to me was, I didn't know what you were going to do in the next, year. And so I said, you know what, I should start developing something now that, maybe I could go into in the future.
So what kind of show is this, like an Oprah show?
No, definitely not.
Why, I would do that. That's easy.
Well, Oprah's doing that.
Yeah, well, so what? So Oprah's doing Donahue. You might as well do the same thing. What would you do? Let me hear what's going on.
Well, mine would be more of a magazine show.
Magazine?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, reporters come in and talk to you, and then they go to a piece?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that sort of thing. In the daytime for, that audience.
Why don't you just give away a car every day?
I'm going to give away a lot of stuff. There'll be a lot of contests, a lot of, as I see it, there'll be a lot of giving away.
Really?
A lot of developing, a lot of discovering.
Bang a different celebrity every week and then talk about it.
Well, that would be fun.
My first guest, David Duchovny, I banged last week.
David and I slept together last night. How was it for you, David?
Yeah, that would be great. I would watch that.
That's a ratings grabber.
Sure. I guess that leaves me and you, Artie, doing the show while Robin's off banging David Duchovny.
All right.
All right.
I'll bang him here live.
Oh. Robin, I see a lot of problems, Robin.
I'm sure you do, Chauncey.
Oh, and I'll tell you right off the bat what I see to be a problem. There's going to be problems with guests publicists that don't like Howard Stern, or you're going to try and get people.
It's not a guest-driven show.
Nothing to do with celebrities.
No, not unless they want to come on.
Ooh, there goes your problem, Chauncey. Shot down.
Troubleshooter.
No celebrities.
I see a conflict of interest.
A conflict of interest.
It's not a conflict. It's just you're saying that her image from this show might conflict with the women's audience in daytime, but she could turn that around on a dime. I mean, who has a bigger sort of weird thing with the audience than Ellen DeGeneres? Those housewives accepted a lesbo. Right. And they all pretend she's not. Same with Rosie O'Donnell. They all just kind of closed their eyes and swallowed their bitter medicine that these chicks were doing other chicks.
It's the same with Pee Wee Herman. You know he's weird, but you watched him anyway.
Not me.
I'm talking about people. Actually, people put their kids in front of the TV set and left them with Pee Wee.
He was too weird for me.
But Howard falls into a different category from pedophiles and lesbians. I think Howard's even higher than that.
Might be. Could be. But, I mean, audiences...
Hey, I think there are a lot of women who like Howard.
Yeah. See? Hey, who knows? You know what, though? You do your own thing.
Yeah, you try out things.
And you know what? Then you just, like, become a different person on that show.
That's right.
That's all.
There's definitely a lot of women who like Robin, though. That's the thing. I mean, they have a lot of respect for her that she could deal with all this crap. That's what I hear from her.
You know what it is? Here's the deal. Yeah. Robin's got a high degree of visibility from this show. The first show everyone will check out because everyone will be curious to see what Robin's like without Howard. That'll get her a huge audience. And if the show's halfway decent and they put her in a halfway decent time slot, the thing will take off. You know that. People don't give a crap about images. If I went on tomorrow...
And that's what one of the things I want to do is cut through people's own BS, you know, because they say all this stuff, but they live a completely different way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? And, see, already it's interesting. So, you know, so here's my thing. So it's like... I don't even believe audiences. Like, if tomorrow I went on CNN and became like an anchorman...
You could do that overnight.
I could do it overnight.
Remember, Mike Wallace used to host game shows.
Right. People don't care.
And sell cigarettes.
I'm serious, Chauncey. Nobody cares.
Well, Howard, one other TV show. Is it too early to talk about the other TV show?
What other TV show?
With someone who's very close to you?
The TV show with someone who's close to me. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, leave that out of this.
All right.
Leave that out of the mix.
Oh.
Everyone associated with you has their own TV.
No, I mean, it's all right. I mean, you know, Beth got this show that she does for Spike TV.
Uh-huh. Right. She was telling me about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't get many of the details.
But, you know, she just started with them. It's too early to promote because there's nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
She hasn't really started yet.
What's the other deal? Are you going to get suspended if you get an FCC complaint?
Well, this is a weird story. Like, again, I'm sitting at home for the week. I can't go away for a week without relaxing. You know, I can't somehow relax because everything... Am I nuts or everything seems to revolve around me?
That's why you have to go away. You have to go way away.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if I go to, like, the Caribbean, they have this little newspaper they hand out. They find you. You know, you somehow get word. You know what I mean?
But then that's what I'm saying. Don't go to the Caribbean. You got to go away. You got to go to Morocco.
Where do you go? Morocco?
I got really pissed off this week.
Dysentery.
I got really pissed off this week when I read that Viacom paid off their FCC fines.
And what were those fines about? Were they all our fines? Or
no.
There was the Janet Jackson in there?
No.
No?
Janet Jackson's not in there.
Huh.
Well, here's what happens. There was a guy in Detroit that said a bunch of stuff. There was the Opie and Anthony show, and then there was some of my complaints, all mixed up together. So they went and made a big sort of agreement to pay off the FCC. Now, that's a sad day because Viacom had basically always said when Mel was here, we're not paying any fines.
We don't feel we did anything wrong. Yeah.
But then Mel did pay off a bunch of my fines, but said he didn't. Like, he did it in a weird way.
Got it. They call it not a fine.
Right. So Viacom's looking at me leaving, I think. This is what I'm guessing. They're looking at me leaving, and they're like, you know what? Just pay these fines. Now, what happens is that makes the FCC powerful. It makes Michael Powell powerful. In fact, I think some magazine just named him Man of the Year.
Oh, no.
Because they said he has more power in this country than anyone over the media. People are just bowing to he's made himself the commissar of good taste.
Viacom, even if they were going to do that, they should have waited until after we were gone.
There was a great article in the New York Times in the Arts and Leisure section by Frank Rich called, God damn it, what the hell's the name of it? Why you? It was called the Great Indecency Hoax. That's what it was called. And it's so true, man. It's like, you know, this is paraphrasing the article. Powell fashions himself as the commissar of all things cultural. Like he just talks about everything now. And he goes, I don't know if there's anything indecent about the NFL or running that thing with 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, but I think Walt Disney would be flipping over in his grave. It's like, shut up.
I'm saddened.
I'm sad. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? This is not for you to be. He is constantly in the news. He's getting his name out there. You know the guy has a hard-on to be famous.
And, yeah, now he gets interviewed all the time. Well, what do you think of this, Mr. Commissioner?
On his website, the guy was having... He took it down out of embarrassment when I started pointing it out. There's still a link to it. He doesn't know that. You can find it. But he used to have pictures of himself with Aretha Franklin and Mickey Mouse and like all the different celebrities. You know,
he had met.
He had met. I mean, the guy's psychotic. And now he's going on television show after television show. And I don't know if it's indecent, but I believe Walt Disney is turning over in his grave. No one asked you to be the cultural editor, if you will, of this society.
Yeah, all of a sudden we have, you know, they have that board in Canada, and we used to laugh because, you know, this board in Canada sits and listens to radio shows and decides whether other people can hear it or not.
Yeah.
We've gotten that way here.
So anyway, they go on to say that a poll says that 22% of the voters said on November 2nd that they cared most about moral values. And then Frank Rich goes, he forgets that percentage is actually down from 35% in 2000 and 40% in 1996. So this perception that everyone's somehow more moral and wants the FCC's involvement is a lie. Then the FCC claims they received 159 complaints, which led to $1.2 million in fines against Fox Network and Married by America, which isn't even on the air anymore. And the actual number of complaints was 3.
Yeah.
You know, 3 complaints.
Even 159 to get over $1 million in fines is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, do you think that Infinity paid that fine while you're still on the air, kind of as a dig, not to be, you know, not to...
Well, wait, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. So 159 complaints, right? Here's the math. There were only 90, not 150. All 90 were written by 23 individuals. Of the 23, all but 2 were identical repetitions of a form letter circulated by the Parents Television Council.
Right. So they're really the only ones complaining.
Yeah. And who is the Parents Television Council? We don't know. And then he goes on to point out that, like, ABC did not receive one complaint phone call or email about 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, you know, pulling her towel down in front of a black football player.
Right.
And he goes on, even Rush Limbaugh didn't discuss it on air until Wednesday because he's an ass. He heard about it. He saw it. He didn't complain.
Yeah, he wasn't bothered by it until he found out somebody else
He went on the air and he said, I'm deeply disturbed by what I've seen on ABC. I'm deeply disturbed. Get out of here, you fat-ass, sweaty bastard.
You are a Vicodin addict.
Yeah, you shut up. You're a complete phony.
Disturbed.
What a complete phony.
You're just disturbed, isn't it, right there?
The complaint started 24 hours or more after the Monday night game, after the mob led by the family groups assembled. And then they called the American Family Association and groups like them letter-writing factories. They just spew out these letters.
They probably haven't even had any contact with the shows they're complaining about.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And so that's the Great Indecency hoax. You know, the children have to be saved kind of thing. Meanwhile, what's football? If you really want to save kids, don't have 2 huge men on steroids banging into each other and destroying one another's bodies.
It's only fun if somebody gets injured.
Yeah. So, Rush Limbaugh. I had goosebumps. I hadn't had Vicodin in months.
I was in a oxycodone sweat.
What I was seeing deeply disturbed me.
If I had been on drugs, ladies and gentlemen.
Deeply disturbed me. I
might have been able to handle it.
I was thinking about my 3rd divorce, and I was deeply disturbed.
It sounds like that broad's going to take him for some cash.
Yeah. Oh,
so ridiculous. Yeah, he's disturbed.
He's disturbed. He is disturbed.
That's all you have to say is he's disturbed.
Yeah.
End of story.
I was disturbed.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So So when I saw that they paid the fines, I was kind of like...
And this wipes the slate clean for them, too? Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, except for Janet Jackson. And they refused to pay that. But, you know, the thing is that it kind of makes me feel sad because I do think this has something to do with me leaving. You know, I don't think I ever would have been lumped in because the company, even Sumner Redstone, has said from the beginning, I don't do anything indecent. Now, they're claiming when they paid that they said the guy in Detroit was indecent. They're admitting there was indecency there, but they're not saying that about me. But that wasn't clear in any of the articles. That they're not admitting that I was indecent, but they're just paying up everything. And then it said in the paper that if anyone, including me, gets any kind of complaint from the FCC, one, they're suspending me and then firing me. And then I went, well, that's...
One?
Yeah.
A complaint, not even an actual citing. Just, you know, we have had a complaint.
Yeah, like a complaint from the FCC, which is a notice of apparent liability.
Right, they called it sudden death.
Right.
That's what it says.
So then I read that in the paper, so I quickly called Tom on the phone, and I said, look, I need some clarification here. You're telling me you guys work the delay button here in New York. You got a delay button in every radio station almost. And I'll go on the air, you'll let it through, and somehow I'm fired?
You're fired, yes.
I was like, well, what about you guys getting fired? Why am I the one getting fired?
Yeah, how about cleaning house?
Yeah, I mean, why? If I'm taking all the heat here and responsibility, then I need a letter telling me that you guys are responsible, not me. Because I really don't know anymore what the hell the FCC wants.
It's become too confusing.
Yeah, and that's why I'm getting out. I'm completely run ragged over this. I don't even understand what it is these guys are trying to say.
Like we said a couple weeks ago, when ABC decides to run Saving Private Ryan, and 66 local stations say, we can't take the risk.
Well,
after it was played on the air for 2 years straight without complaint.
Well, I'll tell you something even better. On one show, speaking of Saving Private Ryan, Michael Powell was on. And they said to him, it was a reporter or a show, I don't know which one, but I read about this. They said to him, what can you tell stations who want to run Saving Private Ryan? And he wouldn't answer. Now, which means even if the material can be seen ahead of time, he will not answer if it's indecent or not. Because he waits for the public to react and then finds people. So now they were in the position of going to him ahead of time, and he wouldn't even say whether it was indecent. So he censored this material without a discussion.
Yeah.
To think about what just happened, what I just said. He wouldn't answer. Instead of saying, yeah, it's fine to run that, he won't do it. You know why? Because if he says it's fine to run that, and people looks like an ass.
He's not taking that chance.
Right.
He wants to be their commissar.
Right. There is the weirdest thing going on. So when Viacom, we're sitting on vacation, Viacom bows to this ridiculous FCC. There's a blanket statement. Okay, we'll pay you $3.5 million. $3.5 million.
Amazing.
To the federal government. God knows what they're going to do with it.
And where does the money go? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. But I got to tell you, I was completely depressed. Like, on the one hand, I was elated that I'm leaving here. The second hand, I was like, well, wait a second. I still have a year here, supposedly. You know, what
does it mean?
What does it mean? Like I said to Tom, you got to clarify this.
So what did Tom say?
Tom evidently has been talking to my agent and my lawyer, and everyone's trying to figure out, you know, how to address it. Tom agreed. Tom was like, well, wow, I don't know. You know, I got to go look into it. You know, it's very complicated for broadcasters. So it was weird. I actually went shopping on Friday, and I walk into the store, and who's standing there? Les Moonves, the head of the company, with his unbelievably hot girlfriend. Julie Chen. Jesus Christ, I had no idea how hot that chick is.
He's so horny.
Really? She's that hot, huh?
God, I'm sitting there. Oh, my God. Forget Les. Well, you know, this Julie Chen has the most perfect body I've ever seen on a chick in my life.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen her body.
Is she short, though?
I don't know. What?
I'm saying I don't think I've ever seen her body, because I've just seen her face from being on TV.
Let me tell you something. Her face is perfect.
Really?
Perfect.
And she's not short or stubby. She's perfect.
No. Oh, my frigging God.
I thought at least she might be stubby.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, and, like, Beth was trying on some clothes, and then Julie was coming out modeling for less.
You're kidding. She does that thing?
Well, yeah.
She's supposed to be a newswoman.
Beth was doing the same. Well, not modeling, but, like, saying, hey, honey, what do you think of this?
Yes, but a newswoman shouldn't be running around doing that.
Oh, why not?
Come on.
She wanted to know if her sweater was too tight, and I'm looking at it going, oh, baby, it's perfect.
What does Les say?
Les didn't want to say anything, I think, as I was sitting there. But I'm like, Les, tell her it's fine. Get 2 of those. Just put her in a pair of panties.
Do they have it in other colors? Get them all.
I'm talking to Les, it was actually good I got to see him, because it was really weird. I'm walking to the store, and we've had some weird stuff going on. And, like, we said hello, and then he was walking around and stuff, and then I said, this is so stupid. I went over, I said, Les, look, things have been weird. I said, I know I'm leaving, and this had nothing to do with you. In fact, you've been nothing but a gentleman. He really has been nice. And I said, this had nothing to do. He goes, I know. He goes, they're giving you better money. The FCC thing is completely out of control. He goes, I totally understand.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yeah, and I just said, yeah, and I said, no hard feelings. I said, there's a couple of things going on I'd love to talk to you about that I'm not happy about, the way this is being handled, but, there's nothing personal here. And then once we said that, we were back to our hot chicks, realizing we both had something in common.
It's really important.
So I'm sitting there, and then Les comes over, and the girls were in the room trying stuff on. And Beth couldn't find anything to try on that she liked. And so Julie found a few things, thank God, that she liked.
So you enjoyed her show.
So she come out the show last night. I just, kept my face buried in the New York Times, but, I look up, because I didn't want to, be checking out his chick. But I saw Les checking out my chick. So it was like, you know what, screw this, I'm looking. So so Julie Chen's in a pair of tight black stretch pants. Oh. And she's trying on these sweaters. And she was concerned that this, top that she had was too tight. It gripped her in every...
All the right places.
And she's going, I think it's too tight. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's so not too tight. It fits your body.
Like it was made for her?
It was, I swear. It's from the Julie Chen collection. And I don't know how bad Les's divorce is, but believe me, whatever it is he's going through, it's worth it. I just wanted to say congratulations, man. It is worth it.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on to that, bro.
Well, he's never seemed happier. When he walks, he has a little lift.
Oh, my God. No wonder he's been nice.
It's almost like he's walking on air.
He's like, hi, Howard.
He's happy.
Ear delicious.
Ear delicious. So,
you are ear delicious.
So then she had to try on this white sweater, and she was concerned, though the neckline was plunging a little bit. And I'm looking, I'm going, no, it's not plunging enough. I just want to help you with your choice of outfits here, because Les is being too much of a gentleman here.
So she's got nice everything, nice breasts and...
Well, oh, my God. But Les...
I had no idea.
I think Les axed the sweater. And Beth and I were like, she should have gotten the sweater. It was perfect on her.
You didn't know.
Well, he's got to say no to something. Everything probably looks perfect on her.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he say yes to giving her voiceover work?
I don't know. Well, Beth,
say no to the sweater.
Beth said to me, oh, my God, that Julie Chen is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I go, you're not kidding.
Really? Wow.
She goes, you're in love with Julie Chen. I said, I am. You're right. I'm in love with her.
I have to admit it. You caught me.
Yeah. I'm in love. Oh, my God. I mean, you have no idea what's going on there.
Yeah.
I've seen her. I never was that impressed.
Oh, my God.
You've seen her in person, Robin?
Yeah, I've seen them out together.
I've never seen her in person.
You didn't look close enough.
I guess. I was too busy looking at Les, maybe.
Maybe that was it. Yeah, Beth thought Les was good looking. I said no. We're not going there. Les is not good looking.
We're not talking about Les.
Let's calm down.
She goes, they make a nice looking couple. I said, you know what? No, they don't. But Yeah, that was kind of fun going shopping with Les.
So you didn't make a time to make this call to talk about things. You're not really going to do that.
No. It was uncomfortable enough, but I mean, he's not a bad guy. The whole thing's just gotten so out of hand with me leaving and really Joel Hollander trying to be the big man in all of this. I know it's his fault. But that's going to bite Joel in the ass because the radio division isn't doing great. And when they fire Joel's ass, he better not come looking for a job over at Sirius. I don't want to hear about it. It ain't going to happen because he just hasn't been nice to me.
Wow.
But I'm a little shocked by that, too. Nobody did anything to him.
Hey, he wasn't here long enough.
Yeah, I mean, really. When did you get in my life? Like, all of a sudden, he's like, my proud papa.
Maybe he should have checked with somebody about your history with this company.
Yeah. I mean, and I was upfront about the whole thing. I really was. I said, I'm talking to satellite company. I'm talking to everybody.
Believe me, I know. I mean, even before Mel left, he had approached you. You said the same thing to Mel.
I did. Mel came to me and said, if you could get a better offer in satellite, you should take it. And I said, all right, I'll look into it. That's what I did. I mean, when you're getting that kind of vibe, and you can't get on any new stations,
right?
What does it tell you?
Sort of stopped, and nobody's telling you that that's going to break in your favor.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, Rodney?
Howard, up here in Syracuse, they're cutting every reference to Sirius out.
Oh, that's so silly.
Is it ridiculous?
That's ridiculous. Well, listen, it's part of my life. It's where I'm going. And by the way, regular radio, overreacting to me leaving, panicking, if you will, is laughable. It shows you how weak-minded everyone is. It's laughable.
It's going to be weak-dollared for them. That's the problem. They're just looking at the bottom line. They don't really care about what you're doing.
It's crazy. Who cares? I mean, it's like when I wrote my books and did movies and stuff, nobody felt threatened. Yeah. To me, satellite radio isn't even like regular radio. It's more like selling movie tickets. It's more like a movie. It's like you're saying, hey, you got to pay to get in.
Don't we talk about television?
Yeah.
Television is a direct competitor to radio.
Yeah. I'll talk about your new TV deal. I don't care. I really will. Who cares?
Right.
So edit all you want. It's up to you guys. Edit whatever you want out. I'll talk about whatever's going on, and you guys edit whatever you want out. That's the deal. And if you don't like what I'm doing, just play music. What can I tell you?
They took you right off on Friday. You weren't even on up here on Friday.
I think we weren't on anywhere on Friday. Were we on Friday? Do we have a best of show?
We might not have.
Yes.
We did?
Oh.
We had one on Thursday, too. We had one every day last week.
Oh, and they took it off?
In Syracuse?
Nothing. In Syracuse, all we had was the two local droids up here talking about sports.
Wonder why they did that in Syracuse. I mean, I know we're highly rated. Why would they?
They wouldn't even answer the phone at the radio station.
Why wouldn't they run best of, Gare? Did they say?
No.
I had no idea that they didn't.
Hey, what do I know? You know what, dude?
Yeah, who makes that decision?
I don't know what's going on.
Who does?
It's the same people who make decisions like you got to play 10 records an hour if you got a guy like me doing a show that people want to hear.
Yeah.
It's the same crap over and over again.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to control.
True.
Hey, maybe they're trying those guys out. When I leave, they can replace me. So maybe that was...
Yeah, well, they'll lose the readers. They'll lose the listeners on that one. That was a horrible show.
All right, dude. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Howard. FCC.
So true. FCC. This is what happens when you give somebody so much power. Now you're talking about women dropping towels, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, way too many hands stirring the pot.
Carrie, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how are you?
Okay.
I wanted to know, when you interviewed Michael Powell, I heard bits and pieces of the interview. Did you ever ask him if he's read the First Amendment?
Well, first of all, I didn't interview him. I called into a radio show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I called into a radio show and sort of tried to talk to him, and he basically answered some things, but for the most part, they cut me off. So, I never got to ask him about the First Amendment.
I can't believe the scrutiny that you all go through. As a high school journalism advisor, I have more leeway than you do.
I know. Hey, do me a favor, just for the audience, can you compare yourself to Julie Chen? Where do you stand? Are you better looking than her or less better looking than her? Well,
I would love to be in the same class as her. Unfortunately, I wasn't sweater shopping this weekend. I was satellite radio shopping this weekend.
Nice.
Because we're going with you, baby.
Thanks, baby. I'll see you there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Later. Nice.
There you go. Chicks. We need chicks.
And you know what? That radio looked perfect on her.
It did. To me, you're better looking than Julie Chen.
Wow, now I can't wait to see Julie Chen.
I'm telling you, man. You've got no. You know what? Here's the show. You think CBS is always looking for shows? Julie Chen goes shopping.
Tries on sweaters.
Just sweaters and...
Shopping with Julie Chen.
Yeah, and just let us look at her shop. I'm telling you, I bet you, if she agreed to that, I could do a special on CBS.
Share.
Yeah, an hour. Shopping with Julie Chen. Every dude would tune in.
What is she, like, got a half Asian thing going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like half.
She's not quite white.
Right. Perfect.
You think she's half Asian? I don't know anything about her background, but...
She could be Mexican. I don't care. I don't care if she's black,
you
white.
didn't even notice.
I don't care what she is.
She looks like an Asian.
Yeah, I like that. I've never had an Asian. I've never experienced an Asian. I got to ask Lonnie from Scores to let me experience an Asian.
Well, you know what? They are talking about finding somebody to replace Dan Rather.
An Asian.
That would be hot.
A hot Asian. Yeah. Tonight on CBS, a hot Asian replaces Dan Rather.
Young, wet. Hot Asian should replace everybody.
I'd like to sample her fortune cookie. Hey, you know who loves Asians? 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱.
Yes, he does.
𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱, the famous
Now, has
movie
he
director.
seen Julie Chen?
Wet. I don't know if he's seen Julie Chen, but I know this is the first Christmas song of our many Christmas songs that will be here before, you know, the actual holiday arrives.
Right.
So here's 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿 with his new song, Sushi Smell.
Sushi smell, put it on my face. I don't care if it's bold but fair, I love the way it tastes. Sushi smell, wrap her in duct tape. When you travel overseas, it's not considered rape. Going to Hong Kong.
Yes, it is.
With a pistol, throw her in my car. Her hands behind her back.
He's sick.
I'm not into drugs, but I love fortune cookie crack. Sushi smell, put it on my face. I don't care if it's bold but fair, I love the way it tastes. Sushi smell, wrap her in duct tape. When you travel overseas, it's not considered rape.
I think he's going to jail.
I was going to say, can't you arrest him just for the song?
This was playing in a store. That's where I found
If a guy is intending to do this, I think he should be under arrest. He's going with a gun and some what?
Duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape.
He thinks he's funny.
A pistol.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. Hey, what's up this night? Keeping the West Coast, keeping the gangster. It's always a pleasure to be on the show with Howard because you can say what you want to say, do what you want to do. That's what's up.